pretty eyes, pretty thighs. Shawty, she a dime. Demon girl, evil eyes, she be telling lies.
Buenas, gente de YouTube, bienvenidos a Wuthering. Mierda, que se me complica acá. Pero bueno, bienvenidos al capítulo 3, o bueno, la parte 3. No tengo mucho para decir y sin darle muchas vueltas, comencemos. Vamos a darle. Uy.
Rover!
Ali.
It took you so long. What gives? Was our magistrate a chatterbox?
Esto viene
So
con
Madam
los textos del
Magistrate's
juego.
not in the city hall.
Para los que no lo conocen, yo jugué casi creo la mitad o algo así, por eso, pero eso del juego no lo puse ni en edición ni nada. Es parte y ya viene del juego.
The wind is rising. In it, I sense disturbance and unrest. The increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and now, our magistrate's absence.
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
I'm afraid.
Well, we've reported to the City Hall, the Ministry of War, and the Academy. We've done everything we can. I mean, this is one long, and we're talking about Jinzhou of all places. We've been through our fair share of unrest over the past 1,000 years, and we've made it together every time. There's been TD outbreaks every year, but we can always trust General Ji Yan, Madam Magistrate, and our Sentinel to have our backs. We're not ones to mess with.
United we stand, a bastion of might. One equals a legion, invulnerable in fight. Well said, Chizia. Do you have any plans, Rover? Rover, do you mind if we have a look at the tokens?
So, what's so special about them? A candy? Oh, I've had these when I was a kid. I think they were called sugar pearls. But I haven't seen anything like this in a while. Went out of trend, maybe.
It reminds me of my childhood. I still remember the taste. It was so sweet. I was really scared of getting my flu shots when I was little. And sometimes the nurse lady would hand out candies like this as a prize for being good. But what does it mean as a token? It seems like a miniature sundial. It is a horological device that tells time by using sunlight's direction. Sundials in Huanglong usually have marked lines for the 12 shichens in a day, and every shichen is 2 hours long, with some showing seasons or months. The design of this sundial looks a bit unusual, though. On this sundial, time seems to be represented by the 12 earthly branches drawn on the outer ring of its surface. And its inner ring shows the 4 symbols, each representing one cardinal direction. These are the 4 famous auspicious beasts in Huanglong's folklore. They are believed to protect people from all 4 directions under heaven. Generally, the teal long represents the east. The white tiger stands for the west. The vermilion bird stands for the south. And finally, we have the black tortoise for the north. It seems the sundial is supposed to show both time and direction. But how can it work when there is not a compass attached? Not to mention, the lack of sunlight basically renders it useless.
Ugh, that requires way too much brain power.
Por cierto, bueno, antes de seguir, y ya que estamos leyendo nada más, espero que, ya creo que encontré la solución al audio y supongo que ahora se escucha un poco mejor, así que...
The color of this leaf seems a bit odd. Can't tell what tree it is.
I think I can feel something from it. Never mind.
Si se escucha
It's too
mejor el
faint.
audio, pues
Maybe it was
ya
just my
más o menos lo
imagination.
pude solucionar y joya, así no se escuchan los ruidos molestos que estaban atrás. Pero bueno.
Sorry. I can't tell what kind of tree this leaf belongs to either. This is a mangosteen fruit. Mangosteens are not native to Zhengzhou. They are usually imported by boat. I think we can find they're not always available for purchase, though. The frequent tacit discord outbreaks can disrupt transportation and cause shortages. The Midnight Rangers have greatly improved the situation in recent years, but still. So Zhixia and I share similar childhood memories of the sugar pearl. Do you remember it too, Rover?
When it comes to candies, no one knows them better than the kids of Jinzhou. Oh, right. Baja's still waiting for us at the academy. I don't have candy like that. But I've got this. It's really good. You can have one. Madam Magistrate said we should be nice to every guest.
Y bueno, espero que el audio se escuche un poco mejor. Bueno, vamos a donde estaba la...
There's still some distance to the Huashu Academy. Let's see who reaches there faster.
I just installed some apps for you. Please try looking for one that's called Utilities on the terminal.
See? Just open the utilities, select the grapple, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like the Jinjo Speedster, you've gotta master the grapple. Come on, give it a shot, Rover.
Let me be there for...
Oh, wait a sec. Someone's looking for me. Yeah? What? When did he disappear? Don't worry, duty calls. Oops, almost forgot. Can't be late. Sorry, Rover, Yang Yang. I've got to head off for my shift. I'll join you right after I'm done, alright? If you need me, just shout my name. And I, the Jinjo Speedster, will be there in a sec. Stop! Stop! Don't call me that. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys okay on your own? Give me a heads up when there's any updates.
Sure, go do your thing. Don't worry, I'm staying with him. Rover, let's go inside. Hasn't replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be Mr. Mortifi from the Department of Safety. Baizhi once mentioned him before. He might be able to help us get in touch with Baizhi, but, it seems we've caught him at a bad time.
We find it a bit...
Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something? I refuse to tolerate the foolish striving of those insatiable slugs. Since it's difficult for our research to deal with a man like him, I'd rather handle it personally and swiftly. And you are?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baizhi, and we're here to look for her.
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baizhi should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Washu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him. Shizia told me he's quite popular with the kids. Children have been pestering him for all kinds of fancy toys, and he's always open to their requests.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baizhi?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all these tokens you have. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. To access the necessary equipment, we'll need to file a request with one of the Tacitite Studies-related branches. Yes, Mortifi is the branch of Tacitite Weaponry's head within the Department of Safety. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes, and the analysis report will be ready 5 minutes after that. Take a right, and you'll find me in the testing room. I don't see anything special with these items. Speaking of the sugar pearl, you all remember eating sugar pearls like this when you were kids? Well, I don't think I've ever had anything like this in my childhood. No, I'm from the New Federation. You mean the sugar pearl might be unique to Huanglong?
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals, perhaps.
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine. Its sweet taste would have made it more palatable to children.
Miss Baija, as a Huanglong local working at the academy, I suppose you already had an idea about what it is?
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification. I wouldn't proclaim any solid answers before confirming the chemical composition of this item with reliable data.
Seconded. Let's find out through actual testing then.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead. I'll let you know once we have the results.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that.
No sé si les gustaría que haga algún directo sobre este juego, aunque la verdad me da un poco de vergüenza, pero bueno, si les gustaría, podría hacerlo, o esperar un poco y después hacerlo más adelante, la verdad no sé, pero bueno, depende de ustedes si les gustaría o no que lo hagan.
One with the sound.
I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any unusual fluctuations. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? Apart from the ancient legend Yang Yang mentioned earlier, I've never heard of anything like this. But if we look at it another way, we might finally be able to verify said legend once we figure out what really happened with your body. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? When a tacit discord is eliminated, its frequency energy may linger in the form of an incorporeal manifestation, which is known as a reverberation. A resonator's terminal collects and records said reverberations, turning them into echoes that can be directed as desired. The compatibilities of these echoes can then be replicated through the terminal's databank module, enabling resonators to use them in battles. Additionally, some echoes' abilities allow resonators to briefly transform into their shapes. Yes, to some extent. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? Based on the samples collected, the tacit discord you defeated was at least an overlord class. After defeating it, you seemingly absorbed its frequency energy with your bare hands. You have absorbed a very powerful echo with your body. You may seem fine now, but there could be internal changes that are too subtle to see or detect with my resonance ability. Based on all the records I can find, humans need a Pangu terminal in order to record or replicate an echo's frequency. That's why I am quite curious how you could do that. Do you have any questions before we begin? Based on the samples collected, the tacit discord you defeated was at least an overlord class. Tacit discords are classified according to the concentration levels of their characteristic frequencies. Generally, tacit discords with higher concentration levels are considered to pose greater threats. The current classification levels, from lowest to highest, are common, elite, overlord, and calamity. Additionally, there is a special type of tacit discord, and we call them the Threnodians. Do you have any questions before we begin? Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed into your body. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace behind. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. How do you define monster? For resonators like you, such abnormal fluctuations in frequency typically lead to overclocking. When a resonator's mental capacity is overwhelmed, they may lose control of their forte, causing an overflow of resonance energy. We have established a comprehensive overclock diagnosis process to accurately predict potential risks of overclocking. Your waveform graph shows a remarkable level of stability, surpassing any resonator I've encountered. Your risk of overclocking should be minimal. You don't need to worry about that for the time being. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. A universe. That's a poetic and intriguing comparison. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. The Academy's simulated training ground. Don't worry. Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
Bye.
Sounds come forth. What the sound? I sense your weakness.
As Yotam previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Primus's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
The end has come. No hesitation.
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
Keep it together. What the sounds? Keep it together.
Después voy a tener que pedirle más incluido.
What the sound? That chance. Strike from the shadows. The hour is upon us.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? I'm back to the same spot again. And this moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness! You're awake, Baiju. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? An enormous moon looming above you. Now, this reminds me of the unusual sightings that supposedly happened during a past war.
This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use.
The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad.
We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres.
Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that all abnormal frequencies were eliminated. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis on the data collected. I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth happened to it. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
En conclusión, es una forma eficiente de encontrar áreas complejas en el programa.
I am Baija, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness where this encounter will take us. Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Criatura de la mente, tú no sé qué, es fuente de poder de educación y enfoque de investigación de toda la vida. Okay.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Y esto se puede mejorar, supongo. Ok. La pistola. Cuando se libera el comandante, el conflicto puede activar un proceso de desarrollar nuevas armas de historia de la academia como terapia prueba, propósito de verificación técnica, además del impresionante rendimiento del arma. La característica más grande es que puede mejorar la actividad física del resonador para curar heridas a través de los ATQ. Bueno. Y esto. Seleccionar el menú de con la pistola de la noche. Bueno, esto, no sé, supongo que acá puedo desbloquear personajes nuevos, así que vamos a ver después.
May this journey bring us closer to the truth.
Bueno, no sé si seguir un poquito más o lo dejo hasta acá, porque ya se hizo un poco largo así que no tengo ni idea qué hacer, pero
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
subir
Let's reach
de
farther
nivel a
destination.
todos
Why hesitate if you know what?
Another day,
a todos los
another
personajes.
heroic me.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Y bueno,
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Another day, another heroic me.
puedo repito. Quiero dejar ahí.
You can count on me.
Bueno, sí, creo que por acá lo dejo. Espérate, voy a buscar acá. Listo. Porque ya se hizo muy largo. Y nada. Espero. Estoy buscando. No, creo que no. Bueno, nada, gracias por ver, por pasar por el canal. Se hizo un poco más largo de lo que parece. La verdad es que a veces pierdo un poco la noción del tiempo porque pasa muy rápido y en poco tiempo como que no pasa nada tampoco. Pero bueno, espero que les haya gustado, que lo hayan disfrutado. Si es así, y no sé, también si les gustaría que haga directo sobre este juego o algo, pueden comentar en los comentarios, porque bueno, para eso están los comentarios. Y si no, lo único que sí, no hago directos ni nada porque también me da un poquito de vergüenza, pero bueno, no sé, lo intentaría o quizás espero un poco más adelante, pero bueno, por el momento quizás no, quizás sí, depende de que lo que opinen ustedes. Y no hablo mucho tampoco porque estoy como medio cansado, qué sé yo, y no me salen las palabras. Pero bueno, nada, si les gustó pueden darle like, suscribirse y comentar. Nos vemos próximamente en el próximo capítulo y ya creo que dije todo lo que tenía que decir. Así que nos vemos. Hasta la próxima y adiós.
Hasta la próxima.